Audio on demand from Vision Christian Media.
Exploring faith and the future. Neil Johnson and Bible teacher Dr. Kameel Majdali.
We've been working through the ins and outs of the culture war. Conservatives and progressives, and sometimes at loggerheads with one another. Kameel, we've talked through a lot of different ways that we might respond, including taking a really good, hard look at the way we pray. But when we're responding to progressives, and in a physical sense, perhaps face-to-face, or perhaps it's something that's happening in our community, or in our church, or it could be in the media even, how do you think we ought to respond? Because there's this idea of turning the other cheek and then not turning the other cheek. Are both of those relevant?
In short, the answer is yes. In the culture war, where you're dealing with lots of theory, lots of feeling, lots of humanistic morality, and not a whole lot of maturity, unfortunately, childish, schoolyard, taunts and talk can be the order of the day, even though they have no correlation to truth and reality. So what happens if you make a stand and someone challenges you personally or even insults you? What should you do? Well, amazingly, in Proverbs chapter 26, in 2 verses, one after another, you have what seems to be contradictory advice. In Proverbs 26:4, it says, "Answer not a fool according to his folly, lest thou also be like unto him." So there are times that there's nothing to be said. Now, I don't often have fractious encounters with people. There's reasons for that. I am a pastor after all, and I want to care for souls and things like that. But on the rare occasion where it does happen, I found the best answer is no answer. And it ends as quickly as it begun because I have not added petrol to an already burning fire. But then in verse 5 of Proverbs 26, it says, "Answer a fool according to his folly, lest he be wise in his own conceit." So while it seems like a contradiction, don't answer, but do answer the fool. Both options are equally valid, but you have to have the wisdom to know when is the appropriate occasion. Most cases, walking away is wisdom. But there are a few cases where you will have to answer, and if you do, don't be bashful.
In one of those occasions, Kameel, is it the fact that perhaps you are a leader in your group and you are seen to be questioned or under attack or being maliciously maligned? Is there a sense in this particular point where you are leading others that you need to be seen to engaging and to, in fact, addressing those concerns that are being raised?
There are times to respond, and I would recommend a few points. Always stay calm. People who are triggered and have hissy fits have already lost, even before they've opened their mouth. You don't want to be a loser. A person who is strong is a person who stays in control. Second, don't be defensive. You don't have to defend yourself. You don't have to vindicate yourself. You don't have to try to, brush off what has been said. Don't be defensive. But you know what? You may have to be on the offense. Not in being deliberately obnoxious, but you feel strongly about the issue, and if they go for you, you may have to go for the jugular. I believe Jesus did it, I believe Paul did it, and I believe we may have to do it as well, if and when the occasion arises. The third thing, remember you're dealing with an issue, not the opponent. Frame the debate on something they value and what you value and is worth defending, like faith, family, and freedom.
Faith and the Future with Neil Johnson and Dr. Kameel Majdali from Teach All Nations. For more from Dr. Majdali, including books and DVDs on prophecy, Bible commentaries, plus today's and other episodes of Faith and the Future, go to vision.org.au.
Thanks for taking time to listen to this audio on demand from Vision Christian Media. To find out more about us, go to vision.org.au.